can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Now this is a bridge one can cross without fear.
It would be nice to stand here with a stiff drink in hand and admire the view. Weather this pleasant makes me want to kip somewhere with a nice breeze.
'Tis well that you are in good spirits, so long as you are ready when it counts.
I knew it to be so. We fight! Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen! Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
No sense letting one gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I will protect you.
Prepare yourself! Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Before it is too late.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Shall we set it going? I cannot fall to prowess.
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself.
Well said. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different boats?
Goblins, master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Quick! Douse the flames! Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Feast your eyes out!
last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
You too? Glad I'm not the only one. Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Full glad am I to see the sky again.
Such dark depths take... their toll on the spirit.
'Tis as you say.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Fancy a broken arm? Why, that's my speciality. Those things can't always go my way.
Yes, master. I shall hasten to your aid. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
By the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
Come to think of it, we've already found what's needed here. It should be in one of our packs. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd go strong.
Not bad, all things considered.
A job well done.
What will our next adventure have in store for us, I wonder?
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Here at last.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge. What a steal.
You have my support. We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor. 'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Ingredients are...
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. My few can afford perpetual generosity.
You want something? Spit it out or piss off.
Was I lacking in devotion? Well met, Sir Arisen. My few can afford perpetual...
Prayer alone cannot win us.
Now this is a conundrum.
If our prayers are not heeded. What hope have we?
It's been a hard day.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
What should I do? Wish I had someone to share this spot with.
That is the foundation of the world.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Puts me in the mood for a song. Look,
The rules at your neck.
Got to make room for my next shipment.
That's it. I've had enough.
Please, no more!
can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Look as long as you please.
I've never heard such noise.
Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. We pawns are barred from entering the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge. So, we finally arrived.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you?
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing in watch there at all.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Too much excitement is rare.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait.
Going on.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Vasus. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward for Your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
What am I supposed to do about it?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Your Majesty, that attire, it may be unsuitable. 'Tis a formal affair, you see. I apologize for my brusqueness. But pray, seek out proper raiment. I shall await you here in the meantime. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Welcome. Well met. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Well met, sir. Fancy a look at my wares?
This really is fine craftsmanship. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Welcome to... And quality is what you need if you want to survive. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Fancy a look at my wares?
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change once we have attended the... If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to... Your majesty, that attire, it may be unsuitable. 'Tis a formal affair, you see. I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. Hope to see you again.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares?
Naught I can do, but
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all...
What's the same?
Well met, sir.
Just how
That's
I
all.
Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. Hope to see you again.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
what?
A pleasant spot to while away an afternoon. There's comfort in the homes round the plain, you know.
Could do with a decent supper.
And what should I do?
There are...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information.
'Tis as you say.
Places such as this.
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
It is my duty to devote my... I spend my days in quiet... My prayers will surely be rewarded.
Good day, sir.
You here to aid me?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure?
You fond of those eyes?
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Naught I can do but wait for death to...
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
We'd best report back.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Shall we follow, Master? Right you are.
Is there no getting through this door?
It's amazing. You'll see. Follow me.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
I knew it to be so.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder? The books ne'er seem to...
This place is amazing.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected. We'll find a use for it, I'm sure. Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
sense my thoughts down dark paths.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffles.
May the heavens.
I do like it here, but it can get very dull.
Welcome. No sense of war shall occur on my watch. You! Huh. This looks like trouble.
I could use a bit of quiet.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all...
Layout if I hang about, someone will buy it.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to you discovered this in the Gracious Hand's vaults, you say? Remarkable. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to entice the learned magistrate to leave his cell. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Welcome. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
I'll take any chance
Another
not to
day,
think on my troubles.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit. The man's home is located in Backbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Those new recruits could barely lift us.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. Now, guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Come along.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Something smells divine.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Something fun to do. Nice place to sit and watch the...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Huzzah! You've done it!
Well done, everyone.
That was over in a trice. Where to next?
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the...
Well then, son, how might I be of service? Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look.
My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation. 'Tis as you say.
Call it culture. I call it
There's
dance.
no easy thing. Haven't got any.
I've little enough gold to spend as yet.
Shall we get some rest then? So then, feeling rested, I trust?
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely this ought to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint. But alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part. But as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your Majesty's ingenuity.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters. You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
It's been a hard day.
There's adventure.
All I've got left is my hits and paint. Our soldiers need better training.
Damn near enough. This is where I've just had a thought.
How are we to fight with such worn out?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, it is a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye o'er it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not, and if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course. Glad I am to see you. No progress as yet, then.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
Always sets me to
Even the best of us.
Prayer's a waste of time. No one's
Slim pickings of late.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
We must needs find a smith with the skill to restore this blade. To whom can we turn for aid in this matter? I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Backbatal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword. Follow me, master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
This really is fine craftsmanship. Hey? Got a blade what needs fixing, do ya? Hand it over. Where'd you find this ancient thing? I can scarce see the steel for all this rust. But hold a moment. Isn't this a regalia sword? The state of it. Blades like this were ne'er meant for battle, sure, but this one's been ill-treated. Restoring an antique like this will prove nigh impossible, methinks. Although, There is one who might have the skill. A dwarf, Baron Batal. A living legend of the smithing trade. If anyone can do it, sir, I reckon 'tis he.
So, a legendary blacksmith resides in Batal. It sounds as though he's our best bet for restoring the Regalia sword.
I've all manner of arms. For sale? Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad. Glad to assist you. Always a pleasure.
A fighter with sword and shield in hand is what I envision when I think of a leader.
I suppose magically inclined vocations inspire a different sort of awe.
I've all manner of... arms for sale. Come. Come, have yourself a look. Hope to see you again. I've all manner of arms for sale. Oh, come, hope to see you again.
Trade favors might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride. I'm not taking any passengers just now.
What to make of this?
I'm not taking any I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
What brings you here? All you need of me?
Best not be bothering me for no reason.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Hail!
You two will piss me off.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. You have my protection. Certainly arisen. How might I do?
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this shot could be perilous.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Leave off!
There are use. Full ingredient. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to...
Interested in my wares?
Follow me.
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Oi! This isn't yours! Do you take me for a fool? Present your own permit, or I'll have you thrown in jail!
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
See what I can find.
Aught I can do for you?
I follow my whims, wheresoe'er they may lead.
I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword. Follow me, master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Look! Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Where are you going? I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Pick up a few things for supper.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve.
I'm in fine fettle today. I'd fain put down my steel for a mug.
It falls on me to polish up. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Some of it's taking place. I train every day.
Interested in my wares?
Well, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near... the border, where quarrels occur every other... Do you come again?
Our packs are heavier.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not?
Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure 'twill be the right one.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Always a pleasure.
I see you favor the Vanguard, Master.
It could be that the Arisen is forced to the front by our shortcomings.
What am I supposed to say?
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Pray, slow your feet.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other. Always a pleasure.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result.
Field of battle is what to pit us against our fellows. Not by cutting them down, easier to bear.
You have my support. Nicely done. Nothing over. Splendid. You have my protection. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You'll not live to regret it.
What low money is this that forces the arisen to sleep?
Everything will be alright.
Glad to see you have the matter in hand.
I go on to pouring flame.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. I can't wait to find out what's inside. Lucky us. That's worth taking. I have a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
True enough. Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
We'll need to work together if we're to see this done. Shall I assist? I'm yours to command, Arisen. Where to next, Arisen? You wish me at the vanguard? Jump on, and I'll launch you into the sky!
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
You'd think they'd have learned from that last lot that we're not to be frightened.
We fight. To arms.
No quarrel here.
I will protect you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Now that is a surprise.